In this video, you will find out what new information you should know about the Combat Patrol magazine by Hachette, the winner of the big box of Kroot will be announced, and you get to know what is coming next for Christian von Carmian. That's me. That's how I know what he's doing next. So the Hachette Combat Patrol magazine, what is that? Well, it's a magazine sold by the company Hachette where they take the Games Workshop Combat Patrols and split them up across several magazines. That's why it's called the Hachette Combat Patrol magazine. It's not just a coincidence. So you know these Combat Patrol boxes that are cheaper bundles of units? This is an even cheaper way to get those units. There are 9 Combat Patrols, about 50 units, each at a discount price. You can subscribe for the whole magazine and cancel it whenever you want, such as when you have all of the Genestealer Cult units you want. Or you can try and just pick up individual issues. This right here is now confirmed as the final lineup of units. No changes will be made. Even though this version of the Genestealer Cult Combat Patrol has been discontinued, the magazine will have these Genestealer Cult units as shown. Issue 1, just get as many of them as you like. If you're going to use them, get one for yourself, get one for your mom, get one for your pet parakeet called Feathers. Then you'll have 3 warrior primes that could be Tyranid Shrikes, assuming that they'll come back, and then they will probably be in units of 3. Otherwise, you have Tyranid warriors. If you get 5 of these, then you have a squad of Grey Knight Terminators with Storm Bolters and Nemesis Force weapons. Or if you have any Imperium army, such as the Battle Sisters, then you can have those Grey Knight Terminators allied into your army. There will be no weird results. Or you could use these as a way of representing Deathwatch Terminators in the Agents of the Imperium. Although in Boarding Patrol, which is also for pre-order, unrelated to this magazine, there is supposedly Deathwatch rules and Deathwatch Terminators are an available unit. So they may survive and hopefully get Legends rules too. We'll have to see what their weapons are like when and if they come out. This first issue comes with a mat. It's 22 inches by 30 inches, which is the map size for Kill Team. If you're playing on a table, small games of Combat Patrol, and realistically, 1000 points of 40k can be played on a 44 by 30 size board, so getting 2 of these will give you the basic sized battle area. Getting 4 will give you the map size advised for 2000 points. They're double-sided for different themes, one set inside, one set outside. But I know that if any of you want to touch grass, that's available separately. Issue 1 will be available to buy in UK shops on the 28th of August. Issue 2 will be available from the 11th of September. Issue 3 will be available on the 18th of September, and issues will then be published weekly for 90 issues running to the end of 10th edition. These are the UK dates. I know, being British is OP, please nerf at next balance patch. But these should also be the same release date for the Republic of Ireland. If you're Irish, check if it's available. Otherwise, maybe say you're going to visit the Titanic Museum in Belfast and go to a nearby Games Workshop as well. If you're travelling to other countries to visit friends, relatives, the pets of relatives, see if they want one. If you're travelling to the UK, while a pilgrimage to Nottingham Games Workshop HQ may be nice, pick one of these magazines up to take home when you go back to foreignland. And where can you get them? Places like Warhammer or WH Smith or Games Workshop Warhammer stores themselves. The first few Imperium magazines were sold in Warhammer stores, and this is basically the same thing. Forbidden Planet has them online and you can buy the ones you want, though in the UK only. With past magazines, I know someone who got 14 Chaos Spawn that way. That was their whole army for a while. That and Plague Zombies. It was fun to play against. But it isn't really worth having someone in the UK, like me, just buy one issue and send it out to you, because of the international shipping fees and handling and stuff. You have to pay people to touch your stuff. So what you'll want to do is get multiple different magazines, and then hopefully your package can get across the channel and our ocean to reach you in bulk, and it won't cost as much. Issue 2 of this magazine is the Ryans. Not bad if you're a Tyranid player and you want something as a stand-in for a Lictor. Issue 3 of the Combat Patrol has some card markers, as well as being the only place you can buy Infernus Marines outside of the Combat Patrol. And for £10, £2 per model is the older Games Workshop prices. The prices I recognise from, when I was getting into 40k. Issue 4 is a lot of paint and a booklet which will encourage you to part paint the models and come back to them and repaint parts when there's more paint provided. And we know up to issue 5, which is the Infernus Sergeant new sculpt, which you could use as a lieutenant with a combi weapon if you wanted. And issue 6 is rumoured to be the Leviathan monopose Terminators. If you can't subscribe to the magazine yet because it's not available to you, how about subscribing to my YouTube channel just to scratch that itch? I'm not going to be buying every issue, but we'll be keeping up with it because it has the really good Genestealer Cult Combat Patrol models. Multi-part, multi-pose models. So I think I might get more acolytes, which can also be built as metamorphs, or the other kind of acolyte. Then there's the trucks, then there's the bikers, then there's the aberrants, but I can skip the neophytes and the magos. The bikes didn't come in this original version of the Combat Patrol, so they are an extra. And if I wanted to get a Ridge Runner, I could get the magazine's Orc Boomdacker Snazwagen buggy and put spare Genestealer Cult crew from the cult truck onto it. Kit bashing is so much more fun when the models are cheap, so you now know the UK dates. Following the run of the previous Imperium magazine, it will probably be January, February that this would come out in the USA, and more like next July for Australia. If you wanted an estimated time on when the magazine will be released in your country, find out when the Imperium magazine was released, if it was released in your country, and check when it was released in the UK. The same number of months difference is expected this time around, although we have no confirmation on dates or countries. I know it can be a long time for people outside of the British Isles to wait, but in the meantime, you do have some pretty good deals on discount models through my affiliate links. If you saw a label pop up at the start of the video saying, "The creator received product or money in the making of this video," it is from my affiliates, not Hachette. And it's not like I avoided doing a deal with them just because they're a French company. When you use these affiliate links to get your cheaper Games Workshop products, the affiliates send me a small amount of money. So by using these links to get your Games Workshop models, you are also helping me out. And it lets me run events like the Big Box Giveaway. I did this giveaway in partnership with Fenris Workshop, and the giveaway is now ended. It was heartwarming to see so many people come together and click the like and subscribe button in the hope of getting free 40k models. So the winner of the big Kroot box and accessories like a dice tray, like a dice cup, was Justin Harford. Their name is on screen. Many claps and applause for Justin. I have sent them my congratulations and hope they enjoy having a big old box of Kroot. I hope it isn't too long before I can do another giveaway, but considering the internet is currently abuzz with theories that Mr. Beast, who I'm assuming is some sort of wolf Vtuber, did illegal or incorrect giveaways, you can understand that these take time to get right, and I don't want to get in trouble. So what's happening next for Christian von Carmian? So Saturday, which at the time of release for this video is tomorrow, there's going to be a Games Workshop announcement for something that's coming next. Something that may be Vespid shaped, something that may be Scion shaped, which came with a reveal trailer much like the Kill Team Octarius box did. Except we can all agree that even when doing the exact same thing in the exact same pose, the guardsmen die better than the Tau. Even though it is good to see the Tau die. So the Kill Team box should have 4 Scions with jump packs minimum, maybe going to a squad of 10. We have seen 4 models that leaked and they don't perfectly match the models in the trailer. The trailer showed a cool little servo skull as a weapon platform shooting Tau before 4 Tempestus Scions descended. There's a sergeant with a beret, a power sword and a pistol, 2 Scions with hellguns, and 1 with 2 pistols because they wanted to look cool and special. And I think a guardsman with 2 pistols was something from way back in Rogue Trader's time. It didn't go well for them. Their jump packs are very similar to the ones used by the Elysian drop troops who appeared in the Imperial Armor books about 10 years ago for the Taros campaign against the Tau. Sadly, there are no Elysians, but I mean, I've never been a fan of reducing a regiment down to 1 unit, but any army can take them. So you can have Krieg and Cadians and Catachans all next to each other in the same combined regiment. It would have been nice for fans of the Elysians to get their own plastic troops. The Vespids should finally be in plastic, and that should help them see more play, as they're currently resin models. And these Vespids have a lot more weapon options. Some Tau in one of the casts, maybe the water cast, maybe the earth cast, maybe a fire cast, or even an air cast Tau is said to a Vespid, "Here, have a railgun. Go have fun." But remember that we need to wait for the box announcement, and then for it to come out, and then months later the standalone sprue to be available in its own box. We're still waiting on Night Lords as a legionary unit to have the upgrade sprue available to us sold separately. Hopefully in Games Workshop's livestream, we will see more than another trailer for a box following the reveal that a teaser would be announced. Still, I thought it's a good time for us to chat. So there's a livestream then. And this is the thumbnail for the next video that will be produced on this channel. I wonder what it could be. But if you want to know more about the Hachette Combat Patrol, this is the video that tells you more about it. My darlings and viewers, have a great day of 40k.